Voting ends in Rajasthan and Telangana, completing the poll exercise of 5 state assemblies. Voter turnout of 73% in Rajasthan, 67% in Telangana recorded till 5 p.m. Youth, women and first-time voters show great enthusiasm. Results to be declared on December 11. Enforcement Directorate raids premises of 2 people associated with Robert Vadra in connection with defence deal commissions. Raids in Delhi and adjoining areas and also in Bengaluru. The raids also linked to assets abroad. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is ready to leap into the next era. The government is working towards fulfilling the aspirations of all Indians. Says that financial criminals and fugitives should not get sanctuary anywhere in the world and appeals to the media to help in fulfilling the dreams of a new India. A major setback for the fugitive liquor baron Vijay Mallya. The Supreme Court refuses to stay ED proceedings to declare him a fugitive economic offender in a trial court. And Indian bowlers peg Australia back on day 2 of the Adelaide Test. Australia ends at 191 for 7 from 88 overs as a tight nagging line makes the Australian batsmen toil for every run. Ashwin takes 3 wickets. Our top story, India's newest state Telangana went to the polls to elect its second assembly. The voter turnout of 67% is likely to go up and it reflects a keen interest in the political process in the state. The election is being seen as a triangular contest between the TRS, the BJP and the Congress-TDP left alliance.
The long queues outside polling stations are witness to the fact that voters are well aware of their democratic rights and their collective duty in an election. Polling for all 119 seats of Telangana Assembly began at 7 a.m. on Friday and completed at 5 p.m. In 13 constituencies where Naxals have some influence, voting took place between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Polling stations remained open even after the closing time due to long queues of voters still waiting to cast their votes. Polling was peaceful except for a few sporadic incidents.
Figures which we have received for the turnout, we have received the interim figure of 67%, and we will be getting final figure when the parties come back.
The fate of 1,821 candidates is being decided by an electorate of more than 2 crore 80 lakh voters. 32,796 polling stations have been set up for the elections. 10,280 polling stations have been declared as sensitive. Election Commission made special arrangements at polling stations to encourage voters. Polling stations were decorated for the Festival of Democracy. People were seen enthusiastically arriving an hour in advance for their voting. First-time voters and elderly, including a 90-year-old, waited in line for their turn to elect their government.
Expectations high है, देखना चाहती like what can they bring new?
Encouragement in youth, like jobs now, the jobs are giving to the youth people.
A new change for betterment of our country. Safety for women is first point.
ये जो roads हैं वो थोड़ा अभी बाकी हैं और जो नए बंदे हैं उनके लिए jobs बाकी हैं.
They must provide free education for the persons who cannot afford the fees.
VIP voters were all the more enthusiastic. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, former Union Minister and BJP leader Bandaru Dattatreya, TRS MP K. Kavita and Congress leader Prabhakar Rao voted in their respective constituencies. Telangana is not short of sporting and film celebrities who cast their votes with enthusiasm.
Voting is something very important, and this is the time when we get once in 4 years, whenever the term gets over, this is the time where we vote for our leaders. This is your day, Voters' Day, Citizens' Day. Come and vote. It's very important.
TRS contested all 119 seats, while BJP fielded candidates in 118 seats. The Congress has fielded 99 candidates, while its allies TDP 13, CPI 3 and Telangana Jana Samiti 4 account for the other seats. Meanwhile, in Delhi, a delegation of BJP leaders approached the Election Commission with a complaint against an interview given by Congress President Rahul Gandhi in Hyderabad.
सबसे महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दा था पेड न्यूज़ का। कांग्रेस पार्टी के प्रेसिडेंट श्री राहुल गांधी जी ने पेड न्यूज़ के माध्यम से मतदाताओं को इन्फ्लुएंस करने, साथ ही साथ फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन के कम प्रोसेस को प्रभावित करने की कोशिश की है। चुनाव आयोग ने इस संबंध में इसको गंभीरता से सुना है और इस पर कार्रवाई की बात करी है। उसके अलावा राजस्थान में कुछ बूथ कैप्चरिंग हुई है, उसके बारे में भी हमने रीपोलिंग की डिमांड की है।
The voters have done their job and their verdict is awaited as attention shifts to the counting day on December 11. With Rama Tyagi, Hyderabad Bureau for DD News.
A healthy turnout of 73% till 5 p.m. marked the elections in Rajasthan. 199 seats of the 200-seat Rajasthan Assembly went to the polls on Friday, while the election is being seen as a keen contest between the BJP and the Congress party.
Festival of Democracy celebrated with great fervour. These visuals tell the tale of voter enthusiasm in Rajasthan. This is the hallmark of a vibrant democracy. Of the 200 seats in Rajasthan, voting took place on 199. Election to the Ramgarh seat in Alwar has been countermanded due to the demise of the BSP candidate. Voters queued up from 8 am till 5 pm.
Tentative figure is 72.62%, and since polling is going on, by late night it will be over and it is likely to go up. When we compare it with the Lok Sabha 2014, the turnout was 63.02%. Assembly election 2013, the turnout, final turnout including all the postal ballots etc. was 75.23%.
There are 2,274 candidates in the fray for the 199 seats. All efforts were made to ensure peaceful, free and fair polls. There were reports of EVMs malfunctioning in a few places, but these were promptly addressed. Special arrangements were made at several polling booths. Many were decorated to welcome voters. Extra care was taken to make booths accessible for all. Arrangements were made for women and the elderly. As a result, voters over 100, invalid voters, those on wheelchairs and women from all walks of life were seen casting their votes.
As a youth, सबसे important चीज़ होती है education and the job.
हम सोचते हैं कि इससे बदलाव आ सकता है, हमें इसमें पार्ट लेना चाहिए।
मुझे तो लगता है कि सारी महिलाएं अब जागरूक हो चुकी है और उनको अपना मतदान देना चाहिए, तभी सही कैंडिडेट खड़ा हो सकता है।
वोट इसी के करे जो कैंडिडेट एजुकेटेड हो, डेवलपमेंट की बातें करते हो और पोलराइजेशन न करे। सिर्फ विकास के मुद्दे अहम भूमिका निभाता है और इससे देश का विकास होता है और समाज के अंदर नई सोच डेवलप होती है।
Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje, Union Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal, Rajyavardhan Rathore, State Home Minister Gulab Chand Kataria to cast their votes.
पूरा विश्वास है कि क्योंकि अच्छा विकास का कार्य हुआ है, उसको देखते हुए राजस्थान की जनता अपने विवेक से उस पार्टी को मजबूत करेंगे जिस पार्टी ने ये काम किया है।
इस देश को मजबूत करने के लिए लोगों ने अपनी जान, अपनी आहुति दे दी। आज हमें मतदान करना है अपने मन से ये सोचकर कि कौन वाकई में सच्चे रूप में इस देश को आगे बढ़ा रहा है।
State Congress President Sachin Pilot, former Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot and several other Congress leaders to exercise their franchise.
एक नई सरकार का चुनाव करना है। मुझे लगता है कि बहुत शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से एक अच्छे माहौल में चुनाव संपन्न हो और ये इस लोकतंत्र की खूबी है कि जनादेश के सामने सबको झुकना पड़ता है।
Now all eyes are on 11th of December when the voters' decision will be known. With Anuj Yadav, Neeraj Singh, Vishal Baristo, Jaipur Bureau for DD News.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of Dainik Jagran in New Delhi. He inaugurated a two-day Jagran forum where he will also released a postage stamp commemorating 75 years of the Jagran newspaper. The Union Ministers Ravi Shankar Prasad and Manoj Sinha attended that function, and the Prime Minister appreciated the role of the media in converting initiatives like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao into a national movement.
आजादी के इतने दशकों के बाद हम क्यों पीछे रह गए? साथियों, मंजिलों की कमी नहीं थी, कमी नियत की थी। सामर्थ्य की कमी नहीं थी, कमी थी कार्य संस्कृति की।
Hitting out at the Congress party, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday said that people with big surnames rule the country, but India could not prosper despite having the best talent and abundant natural resources. Addressing the Jagran Forum, organized by the Dainik Jagran Media Group in New Delhi, he said that poverty alleviation efforts in the past had failed to take off as the will to do so was lacking owing to vote bank concerns.
बड़े बड़े सरनेम वाले लोग भी सत्ता में आए और चले भी गए, लेकिन दशकों तक जो लोग छोटी छोटी समस्याओं से जूझ रहे थे, उनकी समस्याओं का समाधान नहीं हो सका। पहले इसलिए नहीं हुआ क्योंकि गरीबी कम हो जाएगी, तो गरीबी हटाओ का नारा कैसे दे पाएंगे। पहले इसलिए नहीं हुआ क्योंकि जब मूलभूत सुविधाएं सबको मिल जाएगी तो वोट बैंक की पॉलिटिक्स कैसे हो जाएगी, तुष्टीकरण कैसे होगा। भाइयों और बहनों, आज जब हम 100% लोगों को करीब करीब सभी मूलभूत सुविधाएं देने के लिए करीब पहुंच गए, तो भारत दूसरे युग में छलांग लगाने के लिए भी तैयार है।
PM laid out the 5-point mantra that his government is earnestly following to realize the dream of New India. He said people in the country are participating in nation building and witnessing the positive changes in the country. He said 95% of the population has benefited from the Swachhta mission. He said road connectivity has gone up to 90% from 55% 4 years ago. LPG connections too have increased from covering 55% to 90% of the population. Rural electrification has gone up rapidly to 90% from 70% in 2014. He said due to honest work culture, the number of income tax assessees has increased to 7 crore, while indirect tax circle has expanded to 1 crore and 20 lakhs. PM said his government enjoys a majority mandate and is rapidly moving towards realizing the dream of New India.
न्यू इंडिया के लिए सरकार का फोकस सामर्थ्य, संसाधन, संस्कार, परंपरा, संस्कृति और सुरक्षा पर है। ये विकास की पंचधारा बच्चों की पढ़ाई, युवा को कमाई, बुजुर्गों को दवाई, किसानों को सिंचाई, जन जन की सुनवाई, ये 5 धाराएं, इसी को केंद्र में रखते हुए सरकार विकास की गंगा को आगे बढ़ा रही है।
Highlighting development works done by the government, the Prime Minister said that the country has been witnessing positive changes in every sector. The PM reiterated the maxim of minimum government, maximum governance and Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas remain at the core of New India. He also said that New India refers to an arrangement where schemes are created through public participation and implemented with public participation. Sudhakar Das's report, DD News. Declaring that the BJP's growth in West Bengal has scared Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, the BJP President Amit Shah accused her of throttling democracy in the state by denying permission to 3 BJP yatras in the state. The scathing attack came after the BJP had to postpone 3 yatras in the state due to Mamata Banerjee government refusing permission. The Calcutta High Court is apprised of the matter and expects the government to decide by December 14.
As the political battle in 5 states abates for now, the political slugfest has begun in West Bengal. BJP and the West Bengal government are engaged in a fierce war of words over BJP National President Amit Shah's Gantantra Bachao or Save Democracy Yatra. Calcutta High Court has directed the top officials of the West Bengal government to organize a meeting with the BJP representatives by the 12th of December and take a decision on the Rath Yatra by the 14th.
The judgment vindicated our position. The state administration, no less than 3 top bureaucrats of the state administration, they have to sit with 3 representatives of Bharatiya Janata Party and to carry out consultation, meaningful consultation.
Calcutta High Court grabbed the West Bengal government for not responding to BJP's application for permission to hold the Rath Yatra. The court called the no response of the state government as an astounding silence. The Calcutta High Court on Thursday rejected the BJP's petition to allow the party to hold Rath Yatras in West Bengal, scheduled to be flagged off by the BJP National President Amit Shah from Cooch Behar on Friday. The West Bengal government said the yatra might cause communal tension. After the court's observation, the party decided to postpone the proposed rally and yatra of the party's president in Cooch Behar. Amit Shah has said yatras have only been postponed and not cancelled. He said the party will hold the yatra in West Bengal and no one can stop him from doing so.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हर मंडल में, हर जिले में जो आवाज उठाई है और जन जागृति धीरे धीरे बंगाल की जनता में जिस प्रकार से हो रही है, ममता बनर्जी उससे डरी हुई है। उनके जहन में डर है कि अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ये तीनों यात्राएं निकलती है, बंगाल की हर असेंबली, हर मंडल में होते हुए कलकत्ते में जब इसका समारोह होगा, तब बंगाल के अंदर पूरे परिवर्तन की नींव डाल दी गई है।
BJP National President Amit Shah hit out at the Mamata Banerjee government and alleged that maximum political killings have happened in the state. He also said the entire administration is working for the ruling Trinamool Congress.
तुष्टीकरण के कारण पूरा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन लचर हो चुका है। पूरा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आज वोट बैंक की राजनीति कर रहा है। एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जब वोट बैंक की राजनीति करे तो किस प्रकार के दुष्परिणाम आ सकते हैं, इसका उत्कृष्ट उदाहरण अगर ढूंढना है तो बंगाल में ढूंढना है।
BJP President's program is to hold 3 Rath Yatras in different parts of the state and in 42 Lok Sabha election areas. The BJP had planned to start the campaign from Cooch Behar in the north on the 7th of December, then South 24 Parganas district on the 9th and Veerbhumi on the 14th. Trinamool Congress workers forcibly tried to stop the vehicles of the BJP supporters in Cooch Behar, but the matter is in the courts now, and with the decision to be taken by the administration, it remains to be seen what they finally decide. With inputs from Abhishek Jha, DD News.
In a big blow to the absconding industrialist Vijay Mallya, the Supreme Court has refused to stay proceedings before the Mumbai Special Court against him. The Bombay High Court had recently dismissed Mallya's appeal, and Mallya had filed an appeal against the High Court order on his plea challenging the ED move to declare him a fugitive economic offender. So under the provisions of the Act, once a person is declared a fugitive economic offender, then the prosecuting agency has the powers to confiscate the accused person's properties. The Enforcement Directorate, the ED, has carried out searches against 3 people who are linked with Robert Vadra, the son-in-law of the Congress leader Sonia Gandhi, in connection with its probe into alleged commissions received by some suspects in defense deals and illegal assets stashed abroad. This is for the first time that Vadra's associates have been linked to alleged commissions received in defense deals by the Enforcement Directorate. The raids began around 12 noon on Friday and were carried out at multiple premises in Delhi NCR and Bengaluru. On to the Bulandshahr killing case, the Inspector General of Crime in Uttar Pradesh, S.K. Bhagat, has said that 5 persons have been arrested on Friday. They have been identified on the basis of video footage. He was talking to the media in Lucknow.
जहाँ तक बुलंदशहर की अपडेट का सवाल है, इसमें पूर्व की गिरफ्तारी के अलावा 5 गिरफ्तारियां हैं। ये 5 लोगों की पहचान जो टीम लगी हुई है उसके आधार पर जो वीडियो फुटेजेस अन्य चश्मदीद जिसके आधार पे की गई है और जो है इनसे सघन पूछताछ चल रही है और पूछताछ के बाद इनको जो है न्यायिक अभिरक्षा में भेजा जाएगा।
Outlining India's rising digital clout on the back of its large smartphone user base, strong IT outsourcing industry, electronic manufacturing capabilities and biometric program Aadhaar, Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad has said that the country will never barter its digital sovereignty. He was speaking at a seminar in New Delhi.
$168 billion IT industry, employment of 4 billion people, 121 crore mobile consumers and around 50 crore smartphone users. All these statistics indicate the pace and progress of digital media in the country. People from far-flung, remote areas of the country can now access all the services. IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said that Modi government is committed to making Digital India a people's movement.
The enormous creativity, enthusiasm and resurgence which the digital ecosystem has generated among ordinary Indians is by itself an issue of great research in depth. And I would urge CII to commission a proper study of the metamorphosis which is happening in the lives of ordinary Indians by this application of technology.
Speaking on the changing format of the media entertainment at the CII Big Picture Summit 2018, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Secretary Amit Khare said that this is a rapidly growing area where there is a huge scope for employment. He added, at present, 50 lakh people are employed in this area or stream. And as the economy is getting stronger and more robust, the scope of Digital India and the media and employment opportunities is only on the rise.
It's a very fast growing sector. The type of revenues which are growing in this sector, various estimates of 14%, 18%, somebody told me 23%. Without going into the figures, the fact remains that as the economy grows, particularly as the rural economy grows, the new middle class is coming into existence. The scope of media and entertainment is increasing.
The role and importance of content in the media cannot be undermined. Content and technology both have to go hand in hand and complement each other. In-depth discussion also took place on the regulation of media. With inputs from Dheeraj Kumar, Newsnight Desk, DD News.
The price of Brent North Sea oil rocketed 5% on Friday, reports after the OPEC and non-OPEC crude producers agreed to slash crude output. So Brent surged surged up to $63 per barrel, and New York's West Texas Intermediate advanced almost 5%. This is after Bloomberg had reported that producers, including Saudi Arabia and Russia, had agreed to cut output by a combined 1.2 million barrels per day. At the closing of the meet, Russian energy minister said that the solidarity achieved at the meeting will help in market stability.
And of course, I'd like to say thank you to everybody present here, to each member and minister of the delegation for your commitment to the deal and your willingness to cooperate. Without the effort of each single one of you, we would not have been able to achieve what we have at the most difficult time the market has seen in decades.
Australia thrashed China 11-0 in their final Pool B match of the Men's Hockey World Cup in Bhubaneswar. The world #1 team Australia dominated right from the start, scoring 2 goals in the first quarter of the match. Australia then continued the dominance in the second quarter as well, scoring 4 more goals to lead 6-0. After that, Australia dominated the Chinese in the entire match, and the scoreline read 11-0. Blake Govers scored 3 goals for Australia.
Another very good shot.
The match between England and Ireland was pretty close, 4-2, but England beat Ireland and reached the crossover stage and kept their opponents from doing so. England finished second in Pool B and now will play New Zealand for a chance to face Argentina in the quarterfinals. A draw would have sent Ireland through, and they came twice close to that. They also levelled at 2-2 in the third quarter, but then James Gall restored England's lead. And that's all we have in this edition of the news, and for all the latest news and updates, you can contact us round the clock, following us on Twitter and YouTube. DD News Official is our YouTube handle. DD News Live is our Twitter handle. Here are the headlines to conclude. Voting ends in Rajasthan and Telangana, completing the poll exercise of 5 state assemblies. The voter turnout of 73% in Rajasthan and 67% in Telangana is recorded till 5 p.m. Youth, women and first-time voters show great enthusiasm. Results to be declared on December 11. Enforcement Directorate raids premises of 2 people associated with Robert Vadra in connection with defence deal commissions. The raids in Delhi and NCR and also in Bengaluru are linked also to assets abroad. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that India is ready to leap into the next era. He says the government is working towards fulfilling the aspirations of all Indians and that financial criminals and fugitives should not get any sanctuary anywhere in the world. He has appealed to the media to help in fulfilling the dreams of a new India. Major setback for fugitive liquor baron Vijay Mallya. The Supreme Court has refused to stay ED proceedings to declare him a fugitive economic offender in the trial court. Indian bowlers peg Australia back on day 2 of the Adelaide Test. Australia ends at 191 for 7 from 88 overs as a tight nagging line makes the Aussie batsman toil for every run. Ashwin scalps 3 wickets. This has been a DD News presentation. Thank you for your time. Namaskar.
Many believe that the journey of a tourist to North India is incomplete without a visit to Punjab's capital, Chandigarh. With some lovely picturesque spots, it promises a memorable visit.
Well, for me, and I think for many people, it's a sheer magic. There's nowhere like this in the rest of the world. It really is quite unique.
But there is a whole lot more to sample away from the hustle and bustle of the city. And this has been made possible with the efforts of Chandigarh and Punjab Tourism. One can now take a ride from Chandigarh to the outskirts of the city to get a feel of the rural ambience. Some time spent with a local village family provides a glimpse of their daily life. But it is the visit to the local village fair which exemplifies the rustic lifestyle and the rich, vibrant culture of rural Punjab.
People, especially NRIs, they love to come here with their children who haven't really seen this kind of life before. So they come here and they enjoy this kind of rural environment. That is the idea. It has been successfully implemented in some states like Rajasthan and Gujarat. So we are also keen to showcase our rural heritage in another. To form the top 10 in the global firepower list. While our northern neighbor, China, continues to retain its lead in terms of ranking, as per the GFP's assessment, India has more armed personnel than China. Pakistan slipped 4 spots to 17 this year from 13th spot in 2017, trailing behind India on several parameters, including military personnel and firepower. So what are the salient features which make Indian military a force to reckon with, and what are various steps being taken to further augment the strength of Indian Army, Navy and Air Force? For more on this, we're joined by a distinguished panel of guests from all these 3 forces. Let me start by introducing them to you, beginning with Vice Admiral Shekhar Sinha. We also have with us Retired Air Commodore Prashant Dikshit, and from Indian Army we have Retired Major General Ashwani Kumar Sivach. Let us try by trying to understand this entire concept of ranking nations' militaries and whether they're indicative and what exactly are they indicating towards. With you, Admiral Sinha.
Firstly, we as far as the power definition is concerned, military power, economic power, diplomatic power, the national power, to my mind, it defines your ability as to how much can you influence the decision making of the other countries, either they are neighbors or they are far off. And therefore, this is that capacity. And if you go to Henry Kissinger's book, he says that the power is a measure of equilibrium amongst the countries as to how much can you influence the decision making and how much can you change the international discourse. So that apart. Now that is, since we are talking only about military power, as you pointed out very correctly, that because India has larger number of military personnel than China, and that could be one of the reasons that why we are so much ahead of France, etc. Because they are not, they don't tell you relative power against which enemy, which adversary, and that is a very important part.
Okay.
So I would think that yes, we are doing well. We have come up a great deal. But to imagine that fourth position is all might, because if you go to France, you will find that the actual ability to deliver fire on a particular target, they may have more than us.
No, so there are several aspects.
So there are a lot of aspects.
They might have an edge.
So depending upon what aspects have been taken into account, what are the metrics which have been taken into account, it will vary. But it's a good thing to that India has really moved up.
Okay, Comrade Dixit, if you look at the entire concept of power calculus, we are, the military power specifically when we talk about, and when we have these rankings, this is one of them. Maybe weeks later or months later, years later, there might be some other parameters. Some other agency might come up with some more rankings as well. But the point here is that what exactly rankings like